What's up, everybody? I got a 2005 Accord here, 4-cylinder. Customer had replaced their throttle position sensor, and they had an issue with it where there was still a code. They originally got the code P0122 for low voltage on that sensor. It was running rough and just kind of acting erratically, so they brought it to me. Took the old sensor out, and it did not work, basically. The values on it were way off, so there was basically no voltage reading on that throttle position sensor. Normally, when this code comes up and it's related to this sensor, Honda wants you to replace the entire throttle body, which on these, older Accords now, you can still get a new factory one, but it's like $1,000, I think, from Honda to get one of these. So there's used ones out there. Sometimes those have issues with the sensors. Aftermarket sensors are commonly problematic on these cars. So I generally don't recommend them, but the customer had supplied one to replace the one that he put in that was bad. So I put that one in, and it seems like that one's okay for now. Again, throttle position sensors are a little hit and miss on these for a lot of the Hondas, but not the point. Point of this video is I was going to show everybody just how to adjust it, because the customer had replaced it on his own initially and couldn't figure out how to adjust it. You need a multimeter, or you need a scan tool that's capable of reading the voltage at it to do that. So just kind of quick little thing to show everybody, how you would do that if you're going to replace this. This one has a reading, so it seems like it's working anyway. This is the Dorman one that he supplied. We'll see how it goes, I guess. I mean, it seems like it's working right now, but again, we'll get to adjusting this. So you can do this with a multimeter. I've got a scan tool. I'm just going to do it with that. We've got it pulled up here. So we're going to go into the engine, going to go into the data, and then we're going to look for a value for the throttle position voltage. That's the reading we need to adjust where this idle is going to sit properly. So on this one right here, throttle position voltage, right now it is set at 0.5, half a volt, which is exactly where it's supposed to be at idle. You want it to be half a volt at idle. You want it to be about 4.5 at wide open throttle. So right now I've adjusted it already to that point. Again, on the factory ones, there's no screws. They are basically secured fasteners that aren't meant to be removed. So you have to drill a little slot with a Dremel or a cutting tool or something, and then thread them out with like a screwdriver. Or you can like hammer and chisel them, whatever you want to do. But you take those out, and then the new aftermarket one, it comes with this new gasket behind it, and it comes with screws and washers, so that way you can just use a little Phillips head. For the sake of this, I just got a short little one here, but basically what you want to do when you install this, there's a spring on the back of it, so it wants to, when you fit it in the groove of the sensor, it wants to snap this way. So you're going to dial it, back a little bit. You bring it clockwise to lower the voltage. You bring it counterclockwise to raise the voltage. So what you do is just loosen these little screws down here, and then we can turn the sensor to change this value. And you don't have to do it much. I just backed them off a thread or two, and you can see if you just push it, it'll move around. And now as we're doing this, it's changing the idle position for it. So right now it's at 0.27. So if we bring it clockwise, like just a nudge, it's going to drop to 0.16. All right. So now we're going to push it back this way a little bit, 0.34, 0.45. And we want this guy to sit just at 0.5. So 0.49, 0.51, perfect. That's where you want it. Now we're going to tighten up these two screws, and we're going to check again to see that, the reading hasn't moved. And again, they're little Phillips head screws. You don't got to kill them. They're like M5, tiny little guys. So nothing crazy. I think they're like M5 by 8 or something. So again, we look back here, 0.5, that's where we want to be. If you don't have a scan tool, you can do this with a multimeter. Essentially what you would have to do is on these first 2 wires going from this side of the connector, you got 1, 2, 3. 3 on the end here, you don't have to worry about that one. That's your 5-volt reference. 1 and 2, you would want to put a probe from your multimeter in each one of these and back probe it through the sensor here while it's plugged in with the key on in the ignition. You don't want it running, but just key on ignition, and then you can read the voltage like I did here, with the scan tool. So now that that's tight, again, 0.5 for your idle. We want to see 4.5 for the wide open throttle. So what you're going to do is, while monitoring that as well on your meter or your scan tool, I'm going to take a look here, and you're going to put the gas pedal down to the floor. And you'll see it goes up to 4.59. So pretty good, right about where we want it to be. Like I said, these aftermarket sensors might not be as accurate. Like, you might not get wide open throttle right at 4.5, but as long as you're right around there, you should be okay. Everything's tight, everything's plugged up. So we start the car. His check engine light's gone. No more code of P0122. So I would call this one a victory. Hopefully that helps out some of you guys that are trying to adjust this. It's basically the same, process on all the Hondas. Again, normally you replace the whole throttle body. In this case, the customer opted, because it is a 20-year-old car at this point. It's got some age, got some miles. Basically just wanted to try the aftermarket sensor and hope for the best. And right now it seems like it's working. If it gets them a year, it gets them a year. But yeah, hopefully this clarifies some stuff for everybody trying to replace this and not really sure how to adjust that idle setting. So yeah, if it helps you guys, like, comment, subscribe, ask questions, whatever. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see. I'll try to make some videos when I get stuff here in the shop.